everyone, welcome to this edition of Open Home, where today we're having an honest chat about building a new home in today's challenging environment. We're here in one of our stunning signature home show homes in Auckland, and joining me today is Keith Hall, our General Manager of Operations. Hey Keith, thanks for joining us today. Let's talk about supply chain first. What is your take on what the industry is currently experiencing?
Firstly, Kim, what the industry is experiencing hasn't been seen before. It's challenging times, and it's taking the best people in the business to navigate through this. Whilst there are product shortages and delays, it's all about the relationships we have with our suppliers. We value those relationships, and our suppliers do too. We've been in the business nearly 40 years, the second largest residential builder in the country, building and selling around 1,000 homes a year. And I can confidently say that our relationships with our suppliers have never been stronger.
So great to hear our relationships with our suppliers are really strong. I guess what our audience wants to know is, what are we actually doing to navigate the supply shortages?
It's all about forward planning. We work really closely with our franchise network to understand what their build program is. We share this with our suppliers so they can make sure the materials we need are available, and it also allows us to order early to secure products.
So Keith, forward planning and ordering obviously our building materials in advance is common practice for signature homes. So even with our standard procedures in place, we've now got COVID in the mix. And so with that in mind, are we seeing product shortages?
Yeah, Kim, we are seeing some shortages and we're seeing delays. But the benefit we have, being the second largest builder, is the relationships, and those long-standing relationships we have with our suppliers mean that we are guaranteed supply. Now, if there is a short delay, we can work with them to either find an alternate product, if the client's happy with that, or we'll reschedule our programs so that we sort of minimise the delays.
Keith, those words that you used around the fact that we're guaranteed stock is really reassuring. I know that there are some cases where people simply can't get access to stock. And again, tying back to those long-standing relationships are really working in great benefit to our industry, well, our brand at the moment.
Yes, it has come, and it's really our sort of longevity in the business. 40 years, we're the second largest builder. We are a volume builder. And with that come the benefits of secured supply, which means we will finish the homes that we start.
Keith, recently we surveyed our national database, and around 50% of those that responded indicated that they didn't know we offered a fixed price contract or could understand how we could still offer it in a market like this with product price escalations. So how are we able to offer a fixed price contract in today's market?
It's about the relationships again, Kim, and we have strong ones with our suppliers. Our supply contracts fix in pricing for fixed periods. And because of our forward planning and the fact that we've shared all that information with them, it means they can look into the future, foresee price increases, and we lock those in now, which secures the pricing for our clients.
If those prices do go up throughout the build contract, we wear the cost, not the customer, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. Once the contract is signed, we lock that pricing in, and if a price of a product changes during construction, then it's our problem, not our client's problem.
And that's something Signature Homes is really proud of, is that we are very proud to continue to offer a fixed price contract. We always will, and we don't want all the stresses of what's happening in this market to impact our customers. We're doing everything we can to lock in prices early, work with our suppliers, get stocked, ordered earlier in advance so that there is very minimal impact.
Absolutely. We pride ourselves on that, and we're going to keep doing it, and we believe we can. And at the moment, we're proving that we can do that.
But a burning question I do have is, at what point can we offer a fixed price contract?
Our fixed price contract locks in the price of the home when the contract is signed. We commit to a scope of works for a fixed price over a fixed period. An example of a fixed period might be if you're waiting on title for a piece of land you bought, and it's, let's say, 12 months into the future, and that's extended to 15 months. After the agreed 12-month date, we can revisit the price, which I think is only fair given the length of time that may have passed. But we will lock in the price up to the agreed date.
And if titles are already sort of secured and things are good to go, then the price just stays locked, and we continue with the build until you move in, which is great.
Correct. As soon as that contract goes unconditional, then it's locked in.
So we've talked about the fact that there are price increases happening. They're happening quite rapidly in some cases. So someone signs their contract today. In a couple of weeks, the cost of timber goes up double. I'm just throwing a figure out there. Who wears that cost?
So yeah, Kim, we do. Signature Homes wears the cost. We have looked into the future, worked with our suppliers. We understand what's going to happen with pricing, and we factor that in when that contract or when the price is set and the contract is signed.
So the customer really is protected.
Correct. The customer's protected.
Once they've got that fixed price, they're protected.
Absolutely.
Great. So what about PC sums?
Kim, a PC sum is a cost estimate to deliver a particular scope of works. While Signature Homes are committed to providing fixed price contracts, some instances can trigger a PC sum, such as a client's request to have the flexibility to make decisions after the contract is signed. An example of this is if they haven't made a decision yet on, let's say, the likes of materials or fittings, for example, tapware or tiles. And in this instance, we provide a comprehensive cost estimate.
So there's obviously another example in there, which is the likes of Earthworks.
Yes, Kim. We often see this scenario on land that our clients own, where no previous investigative work has been carried out on the site. In this situation, our experienced construction and civil subcontractors work closely together to provide a detailed cost estimate and realistic solutions around the scope of work. After that, our project team pay careful attention to the costs to ensure the PC sum is as accurate as possible. We do offer a full fixed price contract where the land has no or minimal unknowns and where all the material and specification choices have been made. With all of this said, Kim, Signature Homes contracts attract minimum PC sums. We take the time required at the concept stage to provide detailed costings so we can move our clients into a full fixed price contract.
So if someone's looking to build right now, what's some advice you could give them?
It's a good question, Kim. I would say just be aware of the contract you're signing. Make sure you understand what opportunity there is for the price to change. Make sure that's realistic. Make sure the PC sums are realistic and you understand what they are. And it's an exciting time for people, so they should get into it and build. They shouldn't be afraid as long as they're choosing the right builder. They should be in good hands.
Well, thank you so much, Keith, for today. I think it's very reassuring to know that even in this market, we are managing our supply chain, we are managing price escalations, and we are still able to offer a fixed price contract.
Absolutely, Kim. People should be confident, and we're doing everything we possibly can.
It's great to hear. Thanks, Keith. I think we've covered everything for today's open home session. I'm sure our audience will agree that it's been a very helpful overview of what Signature Homes is doing to navigate the current market conditions. We look forward to seeing you at our next open home.